All right, Youngy, your first game at the MCG. What was that like today?
Yeah, it was a ripping day in the end, and it's a big ground, so a lot of ground to cover, but yeah, it's a really good experience. There was a big crowd there, and thanks for all the supporters that came out, all the Victorian supporters that probably don't get to see as many games, and it was really loud, and yeah, it was a really great experience.
Tell us about the feeling of a draw. Would have been obviously your first one at AFL level. What sort of feeling does that leave you with?
Yeah, well, it's my first draw ever throughout my life, so it's a bit weird. Yeah, you kind of just sit there and don't really know what to do because you haven't won or you haven't lost, so it's a bit of a sour feeling in the end, especially when we had many chances to win it.
Did you take something positive out of it in terms of the spirit the boys showed throughout the game and the ability to come back? And
yeah, definitely. We found ourselves behind on numerous occasions and just fought our way back into the game, which was credit to all the boys. And it was probably the best four-quarter performance we've put in for the year nearly, and it was just unlucky that we didn't get the reward in the end.
Well, you took a bit of a part in getting it close and getting the game back on track. Tell us about, talk us through that goal.
Yeah, Bogsy spotted me up really well. It was great by him, and then I just tried to get back quickly and put it through. It was a bit of a floater in the end, but it got there and gave us a chance to go on from there.
And did you feel like we were a chance of stealing the game right until the end?
Yeah, well, when we had it pinned in the forward line really late, and then I think it was Dom who kicked one forwards that bounced through for a point. And when that tied it up, I thought there was still a chance to pin him in, get an intercept mark and drive forwards again, but I don't know who it was, put on a great smother, and it ended up being a draw in the end with a ball up out on the wing.
Tell us what you take out of the year, Youngy, personally. It was great that you signed the contract extension this week. What do you take personally out of the year? Do you feel like you're grown and arrived as an AFL footballer during the season?
Yeah, it's just a great experience I think I've played 12 games now, and the last 3 in a row, full games, and it's just been a really good experience for me, and it's put me in good stead for the upcoming pre-season. It's shown me what I need to work on and what I can do well, and so I'll go back over the off-season and have a bit of a rest and then get back into it and try to improve on what I've done this year.
I think the boys are all looking forward to a big pre-season.
Yeah, definitely. Today showed what we can do, and it will just be really good to get back on the track and without the pressure, I guess, and just start putting some good running into the legs, get a good base, and then when that cup starts, then that's when the games start up again and we start really pushing from there.
And what would you like to say to the supporters, mate, at the end of 2012? They've stuck with us pretty well.
Yeah, it's been a tough year, but thanks for all the support, and it's really appreciated those last few games at Amy. Although there was only 13,000 there, it was really loud. All the boys really appreciate it.